Hello and welcome to the May 2024 update for TSANet Connect 2.0. For those, quick history lesson of TSANet Connect. This was an initiative that started back in 2018. We formed a technology committee, got a group of members together, and came up with the scope and direction of TSANet Connect 1.0. So this was the first systematic approach to collaboration. And you can see here over the years, we have not only scaled up the system to now supporting over 850 members. In fact, I think we're closer to a bit over 900 now, so making the system very scalable. And you can see over the years, different features and functionality showing up on the 1.0 web app solution. In 2022, we got the technology committee back together to really take a look at the next generation solution, which we then selected the technology architecture, and we developed a solution during 2023. As far as the TSANet Connect 2.0 goals, first and foremost was to ensure that we allowed the ability to collaborate with all members. So we wanted to ensure we didn't have a solution where there's some enhanced functionality that only a group of users could have, and that ultimately would disconnect them from other members. So that was an important piece. Number two was to allow for integration flexibility. Members, certainly on the technology committee, wanted to see an integrated solution, and there's certainly a lot of benefits for integration, whether it's user experience, compliance, efficiencies. Integration provides that. Number three was enhancing the scope of TSANet Connect. So for those that aren't familiar, the current or the original scope was essentially a handshake introducing the two engineers to each other, and then they would work outside the system. The enhanced system now supports notes and updates based on that collaboration. So it now supports exchanging those messages between the members. And then our deliverable for Connect 2.0 was, of course, the new solution, which I'm going to demo, but we also wanted to provide documentation on the API so members could take advantage of that if they wanted to do custom integrations, as well as a Salesforce package. So we selected Salesforce as our reference integration, and that is something that TSANet has created and is making available to members. Then taking a look at the architecture and the scope of Connect 2.0, you can see the new integration framework sits in between the web app, which has been updated as well, and provides ability for members to integrate now into TSANet Connect. So we have a full suite of APIs, and as we indicated, a reference integration for Salesforce. And this fully supports the bidirectional creation as well as the notes and case updates with all members. So it does not matter if you're API connected or still using the web app. The web app has been enhanced also to support the notes and case update features. And taking a look at the enhanced collaboration process. Originally it was step 1, 2, 3. So go in there, find the member you want to work with. It's going to show you the collaboration form. You fill that out, submit it to the receiver. There's an SLA timer that watches for the initial response, sets off escalation processes if needed, but step 3 was really where it ended. The enhancement for 2.0 now is step 3 has been enhanced to provide updates in addition to the initial response. So we just call that response/update. And then we've added a step 4, which is the ability to exchange notes back and forth between the members. So that is the enhanced 2.0 collaboration process. We're looking at the integration options that members have for TSANet Connect. The integration framework is very robust. It's based on Apache Camel, ActiveMQ, so there's quite a bit of capability in there as far as integrating. You can see here we have integrated it into the web app, or we'll call it the core TSANet Connect. and then we've extended APIs out for a couple different purposes, right? One is we created a Salesforce package based on those APIs. We have that available to members in an unlocked package, so that gives them access to the source code as well. The idea is we'll work with a lot of the lead members here at first to modify that as needed, allow them to modify it if they have heavily customized Salesforce environments, but ultimately we'll probably also provide a managed package as well. But that is the Salesforce package, and then custom integrations available also. So this could be a member that wants to do a certain type of integration. Maybe you only want to integrate inbound or outbound, or you want to use the web app and have notes synchronized into your ticketing system. It gives a lot of flexibility there, in addition to giving flexibility to build new apps. So for example, exactly what we did for Salesforce could be accomplished for any other CRM system, as well as any type of collaboration platform like Slack or Teams. So those are things we'll start to explore with members to really understand what's next as a common integration. Then taking a look at the roadmap to go live. So we are planning to go live at the end of June 2024. You can see beta was available in January, and then each month adding some functionality, making some enhancements, but ultimately the month of May is focused on creating a new Salesforce package to take advantage of all the new features as well as the web app, and then the month of June is really testing, security testing, getting ready for go live. And during this first half, we've been bringing beta members onto Connect 2.0 beta, and we'll continue to do that. So beta will continue to be live, and it's a good place for members to test and explore the new functionality, specifically Salesforce. So getting that up and going in your sandbox is extremely easy. You have access to beta to do some testing, just kind of see how it works before you come up with a go live strategy of your own, which certainly can be independent of anything we're doing on 2.0. Taking a look at the features by member type, you can see the web app notes and updates is available for all members. So this really makes certain that we achieve that first goal, which was all members are able to collaborate with all members and have the core functionality. So that's ensured with making sure we give notes and updates for everyone. And then the web app collaboration feed, I'll show you what that looks like. It's basically a view of all the history that's happened with the collaboration. If you're using the web app, you do need to be a premium member, and you do need single sign-on enabled for that. And then access to the integration framework is through the elite membership provides access to that. And one comment I would make for the integration framework or using Salesforce, it is not a use this or use that decision that you have to make. So the two can exist together, and this provides, I think, really easy and low risk approach to moving to an integrated solution, because you can get that up and going, not disturb any of your users that are using the web app, maybe pilot it with a small group of users in your Salesforce system and get your confidence before you move and make it available to others. And it could be that in your company, a group of users have access to your Salesforce, but maybe a group of users don't, or they don't have access to a lot. So you can, over the long term, keep access to the web app as well. So with that, I am going to switch over to a quick demo, give you a view of how this looks. So I'm going to start with the new web app. So you can see this has been redesigned now. Probably the big enhancement, if you remember before, it was really just focused on collaboration, because that was it. You came here, you did your collaboration request, you never came back to the web app. Now, of course, we're showing you your collaborations. You can see, your collaboration. You can see your company collaborations. The idea is to, show you the active ones, right? So the ones that have had some type of activity within the last 30 days. But you can also, go and show all of the cases as well. And then if you drill in to the case, you'll see the new enhanced detail view. So this kind of shows you the basics of the collaboration, whether it's an inbound or outbound, who you're collaborating with, engineer contact information, all that type of stuff, escalation instructions. So if something isn't going well, you have quick access to that. And then here you see the collaboration feed. So the collaboration feed obviously gives you access to all of the notes that have been added, any type of updated response. Here you can see the engineers changed. So it'll track all of this, and then of course you can add a new note as well. All right, so. And that will add the new note, of course, to the collaboration feed, sends it off to the other endpoint as well. So that is the web interface. And like I said, you can be running this in addition to the Salesforce package. So if we take a look at the Salesforce package, maybe a little bit more to this, so I'll spend a little bit more time on this. So with the Salesforce package, again, I think the user experience on this, which will make it easier to move this into Salesforce, really feels and works exactly like the web app. So you can see when you install the Salesforce package, the user experience is through this Lightning Web Component. And this could be sitting on the case, it could be exposed through an action pull down, but ultimately it works just like the web app. You say, hey, I want to do a new collaboration. You search for the member, you select the member, select next. It's going to automatically fetch that feed for you. One of the benefits of integration into Salesforce is it gives you the ability to dynamically link in information in there, so the engineer doesn't have to fill out so much information. Select a priority. Again, you can see the subject came from the case. Description easily could as well, but the idea is you'd have something there. And then it supports the custom fields as well. So it'll dynamically add the fields that the member wants you to complete for submitting the request. And then you just go ahead and submit the request. It's going to give you a success option there. You'll see it updating the widget, and it's basically now in a state that it's waiting for a response to come back from the other endpoint. So I won't spend time and demo the inbound process, but the inbound process is very straightforward. It comes into the Salesforce. You can either automate with workflow the creation of a case and the initial response back, or again, this could be connecting to a web app member. So it doesn't matter. Your engineers won't know. It's the same exact experience and functionality, whether the endpoint you're connecting to is another API connected user or is a web app user. They're still going to get full functionality. So that is the outbound. Taking a look then maybe at a couple things here. I'm going to give you a view of the notes functionality. So you can see here, when notes are added, everything is coming into the case feed. So that's a functionality of the integration. You can see here this case was accepted, so you got the acceptance, and then you also have the a note being added into here as well. So the engineer will be able to, pass notes back as well. We've added the note here, but again, you could put the note anywhere. You could also integrate notes from the feed, so if the engineer is adding status updates or what have you, so you have full control of what information you want to send over to the other endpoint. Okay, and then you can see the new note being added there. Okay, and probably the last thing I'm gonna do is I just want to show you a little bit what the back end looks like. So the Salesforce package installs what we call a TSANet case object, and that is where we are storing all of the data that is exchanged with the TSANet Connect backend through the API. So you can see here the main details here, but then also all the responses are categorized as related records. So you can have as many notes as you want, and of course the case updates can be getting updated as well. So that is where the Lightning Web component that is sitting on the case is getting the data, pushing it into the feed for the engineer. So the engineer really doesn't need access to this record. This is just where the data is storing and where the Lightning Web component is having access to. So that is it in a nutshell. Again, this is going to be made available as an unlocked package. Some members already have access to it, but the new version is coming the end of May, which is a couple weeks away, and that'll provide full functionality, and we'll start to work with the members in the beta environment to go live. So that is it. If you have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to us. If you want to explore the API or the Salesforce package, just reach out to membership@tsanet.org, or you can contact me at paul@tsanet.org. Thanks a lot for your time. Bye.